I do think overall putting the Beastmaster mid is probably the better choice. Mars is just such an exceptional side laner.
He's also trying to throw a shoe at me right now. As we have concussive shot to start out. They go up high ground for TNC. Haven't gotten a chance to cast them yet. NIGMA fans are very familiar with us cast, or not you, I guess.
You had 2 series yesterday, I believe.
That's right. They're real fans. We have the Wraithfire Blast to start things out into an Impale, into a Cookie, and that is going to be more than enough. See, they give the first blood to Armel. He wants it, and he'll get it. The Fairy Fire was expended to try to trick them into giving it to somebody else. Bootsia just going straight for that Atos. What are your thoughts on that? Pretty cool. Oh, bot lane.
That's
Boomy.
top.
Or top lane, sure. That's a SyndereNism.
The other bot lane.
Well, if it's flipped, it's bot, right? As Wraithfire Blast, he's going to try to position himself so he takes a little bit less damage thanks to that passive, but TNC gets the better of him here. ILTW and GH teaming up on Bach again. This will be such a big kill. It looks like they're going to at least find one from TNC's side, but again, Bach drops.
And like
just a rough start.
Like we're seeing the...
Oh my, that was the roar into a couple axes here. Into the coil and TP support with the Cookie. Oh my god, the creep was looking the wrong way. That is very unfortunate. And the Actis actually get the kill. Miracle. Oh no. TNC, Boomy will get the trade at least. And GH, yeah, the Arcane Bolt will net himself the kill.
As drag out long enough for you to throw a lot of them, it's still really powerful. I think the only reason they really considered it is the Chrono, right?
And we're going to see the roar here. KYIV and GH are on the other side. What? Cookie onto the high ground, but there's the Mystic Flare to stop any more action coming from that Snapfire. Meanwhile, bottom lane, ILTW takes a tumble. I don't really know how strong Ags is right now. Like I've seen it a couple games, it's looked okay. It's just, before I'm just used to seeing it as this mega broken mechanic with the extra damage that used to be applied.
Oh, the thing I see here is if Miracle does not... Oh, he's going to get jumped here.
Yep, solo coil though, into the Snapfire ult. He's going to try to reposition himself, but ends up getting the break on the coil. And nice silence from Armel should ensure that they'll be able to get this kill. Although no, Miracle's still staying alive. He gets the roar off onto Armel. And the right clicks from Bach, will that be enough? A nice Chronosphere onto 2. They're going to be able to get Armel as well as potentially another kill onto Boomy. Nice rotation from ILTW. I cannot believe Miracle has lived through this. And now Viper completely surrounded. No kill for Miracle that time, but he does survive despite not having boots right now. Mind Control. Trying to chase Bach here. Bach only level 8 right now, but like we said, has kind of stabilized. Could have been a lot worse, but the Mars Arena comes out just in range, and the Spear, yeah, another Cookie, not enough, sadly, into the wrong direction. All right, so more axes to come, more amplified damage. TNC are kind of positioned to never mind. All right, that's the Aegis for Miracle. They're just going to go high ground. ILTW does have the Chronosphere available, but looks like KYIV's going to get picked up to start this fight. Mystic Flare, though, to try to counteract this. Looks like we'll get a trade for the Nyx Assassin, but the Chronosphere only onto one hero. But it is the Wraith King, and he does not have mana right now. If they can find a little bit more damage, they can take him out. But Bach, in the meantime, gets his Viper Strike off just before dying. So it's a 2 for 3, if you don't include that ult from the Wraith King. Does have enough mana, pops that wand. And now he's at full HP, so ILTW might have to question his decision here. The Snapfire Cookie as well. Triple kill for Armel, making a great comeback in this fight. Despite the Aghanim's being online for Miracle, the longer these fights go, the more damage he does. Look at these axes. Do they have enough to actually take him out? He finally gets the kill, but an ultra kill for Armel. The one hero they can't kill is Puck, and he's going ham right now. And there is a scan coming out, so NIGMA are going to be spotted as Gabby has the Sacred Relic, really doesn't want to die right now. Tim's is going to try to set up a kill. Bach with that Viper Strike should be enough to kill KYIV. The coil expended as well, you're right. The hood looks like it might be enough to survive potentially. They're actually going to use a Snapfire ult as well, definitely not needed. But on the other side, they find the Raid King despite the scan. And knowing that they were there, wasn't able to get out. So that's going to delay the Radiance, and that is a huge kill. Yeah.
The higher level of play, the better that is because of how much you can take advantage of vision.
Mind Control.
Oh, he missed.
Blinks into the dust. Tim's will get caught out inside the arena. Mystic Flare finishes him off. And KYIV actually gets the last hit technically. Should be okay. It just feels like TNC are just on the back foot right now. Mind Control and company are just keeping the pressure on. Spear doesn't look like he'll be able to find anything else here, although GH gets caught out. So Armel's really made a nice comeback, especially after the last fight getting the ultra kill.
GH was really uncharacteristically out of position there.
All right, Coil on the tankiest hero in the game right now, but he is surrounded, so KYIV will fall. Well, Miracle
This will be a big pick.
This would be huge. He is the top net worth in the game, but Mind Control is going to find a potential pick with the Mystic Flare combination. Gabby, that's his first life. Remember, he does have ratings. We'll see how much Armel and company can do here. Roar expended onto the Wraith King. If they can get this kill, this is enormous. Chronosphere only on a 1, but it's the Nyx Assassin. Snapfire out to follow. They're doing quite a bit of damage. They lose the Mars, buyback onto GH as well. Can Void get out of here is the question. ILTW cannot get to the high ground, has to pop his BKB, stand his ground, but there's no ground to stand on anymore. He drops. And this fight for TNC going very well despite losing the Wraith King. Now the next hero on the list is the Beastmaster Miracle, who drops. Bach is just doing work right now. KYIV not doing that much damage because everybody's so close to him. The Snapfire Cookie's not going to save anybody, so they do find the Viper in the end. GH misses the Atos, hits one of those annoying skeletons, and KYIV with a double kill randomly. Take your time.
Yeah, it takes some time.
Miracle, he gets the initiation off. Onto the Wraith King. We've talked about this again, how they probably shouldn't be using all this onto him, but not that much expended, really. They still have Mars ult. Gabby pops the BKB, though. See if Team Nigma wants to reset. There's the initiation from ILTW onto 2. Nyx Assassin, they see him. That's the newly picked up Aghanim Scepter, but the Mystic Flare is just way too much damage. Bop picks up his, or pops his newly picked up BKB as well, but that's a double kill for ILTW. Look at the patience. Beautiful Mars ult. Armel gets off the phase shift. Illusory Orb to follow. Looks like he will be able to get out. And the coil to help finish off that pesky Mars as well. So now it turns into a 3 versus 4 in favor of Team Nigma still. I love the patience though for Mind Control, but not able to find that kill on Puck.
Yeah, that was really good. They were lacking just a little bit of 3 seconds on its own.
Yeah, it's very close. Oh! All right, this is, I love the Aghanim Scepter for ILTW that he's working on now. He's going to get the time dilation off into the reverse time walk. Goodness gracious, what a play. Boomy. All right, still being chased here. ILTW doesn't have the reverse time walk anymore. It might be in a precarious spot. They're just going to blow him up. Should have reverse time walked, SyndereN.
He just lost his Aegis to the timer.
Yeah, getting chased now, of course, extremely tanky as Marzal just going to be used to zone.
You got to wonder if he even noticed. Like, did he swap an item into the slot before?
Okay. Oh, we're going to have the Roar come out from Miracle. And it seems to be that, you know, Boomy has just found his way on the other side of this so many times now. Looks like they still want to fight. He's going to buy back into the game. KYIV looks like he falls right away. Mind Control's going to pop the BKB, gets that Mars ult off, but Bach's just going to walk out of his own accord. ILTW looks like he is just resetting completely. Coil onto 1. Tim's, he's in his form right now in the burrow. Chronosphere onto a couple of heroes, including that Nyx Assassin, the Mystic Flare like we talked about. Just not enough damage mitigation for him. He's going to buy back into the game, though. As this is now a 4v5, technically speaking, as the cheese is popping ILTW. Do they have the damage to finish him off? Looks like they do not. Wait, there's the arm now coming with the burst damage. That is enough. No buyback for ILTW. TNC, they get the kills. It did require buybacks, but now Roche is up. This is a big deal.
And get some good stuns off toward the end. Slot to Boots of Travel, Treads, or Phase Boots is just so damn good right now.
That's true.
So,
and Gabby's actually holding the Refresher Shard, so probably will pop that in for his BKB when he uses it. Yep. Gabby's going to initiate with that Nullifier. Looks like it's going to be used against the Aeon Disc, and GH is just dead at the beginning of the fight. Coil onto Miracle is the buyback onto GH. Now there's the Roar. Again, it's on the Wraith King. Oh, nice impale from afar thanks to that Aghanim Scepter on Nyx Assassin. And it looks like that is going to be the fight for TNC big time, despite the buyback coming out. But GH, can he get this kill? He will! He does get Armel in the end, despite being completely outnumbered. Now, keep in mind that buybacks are still there for Nigma. See if they want to use these to try to turn things around. ILTW, not able to get much off here, as Gabby will actually pop the Refresher Shard to be able to get his ult back, as there's a double buyback. They're TPing into the Shrine as well, but looks like GX takes a tumble already with that Nullifier usage. ILTW going ham with the Aghanim Scepter onto Boom right now. They're trying to kite Gabby as much as possible, but these Spider Legs are coming into handy big time. It's 2 buybacks now for TNC. There's a Nullifier again onto ILTW, who has absolutely no mana whatsoever. Trying to get slow onto Gabby, trying to kite this guy. Just one-shots that boar. Now KYIV, very tanky on the run. It's still 5 versus 3 despite all these buybacks coming in. A couple right clicks will suffice, and it looks like KYIV finds his way to the grave. They do get the Snapfire, though.
It is that he knows it's a dieback for Skywrath if he dies. So that alone forced out the buybacks from Miracle and Kuro. And they just get so many bonus kills. Yeah, he's not going to get
into the dive! He pops the Aeon Disc. That's pretty valuable. There's a Spike Carapace. This might set things up. There's the Coil. Looks like he's going to stay on the outskirts of this. Pops the BKB. The nullifier's already applied, and it looks like the right-click damage will be more than enough. And this is a dive back onto Miracle. TNC turning this game around.
But they don't know the exact Roche timer. I don't know if this was an early or late Roche.
Overall. And that's a shard on Viper. This is super good. This is minus armor on buildings. Unbelievably strong. They did nerf it a little bit because of that talent change, but it looks like they'll be able to finish this game. Fortifications popped, still 77 seconds, no Miracle. And the minus armor is just going to continue to stack on these towers as Gabby's right clicks will be more than enough. Mind control, they're going to try to defend for one last hurrah. There's the initiation, but again, Wraith King, we have the Mystic Flare applied. There's the Nullifier onto ILTW who jumps in, pops the BKB, Chronosphere onto 3 heroes. This is only going to be the first life for Wraith King. And now NIGMA have to reset, but it's still 5 versus 4. Tim's, look at his positioning. They cannot get to him whatsoever. The Chrono's down. Just trying to be as annoying as possible. I mean, this is buying time for Miracle to come back in 20 seconds. ILTW continue to be an annoying presence. Gabby just has so many lives, it feels like, as there's a spear into the Ancient, but the damage is still being applied. Gabby is just focusing on the Ancient completely. Mars ult comes out. He's just going to spider legs and right-click it down, and TNC takes game 1. My goodness. This was a hell of a game, Synder. Just any bright colors. I mean, it was quite a dark game, so I can kind of understand that. So it will be Armel mid on the Leshrac versus Invoker's top lane. We're going to have a little bit of action. The Bramble, nice rotation from GH. This is going to be an early first blood for NIGMA. They're going to try to give it to ILTW, and they will be successful. So first blood for the Bear Man.
Back of your mind, like, you're not going to game plan for the third Roche, right? But
yeah.
You can at least consider
I mean,
it.
I do, because my games are always long, but that's just
right.
GH and Boomy having a right-click battle for the ages. Is this little creepy, not really fast enough to catch up? Armel, in the meantime, 2 versus 1, gets to split Earth off, but looks like he's just going to go down to Miracle's right-click. Yep, just in time, and just enough damage is now Miracle getting back into this game again as Boomy being chased by GH in the meantime. Has the high ground advantage with that Fairy Fire, pops it, but the Thunderstrike will end up netting the kill. It's going to be another trade. So trade after trade after trade, it feels like. Take the Haste Rune. Has 1 skill of each, so has the combo that he really needs. Going to get the Curse Crown, Bramble as well, with the Tornado setting everything up. And Leshrac taking so much damage. Can they get the kill, though, is the question. The Shadow Realm is indeed enough. The Impetus, oh, the smoke! Disjoints it. I'm not sure if it missed in the meantime, but either way, the smoke putting to good use for GH. In the meantime, Swashbuckle on the side, Kuroki getting chased by Tims. Now that Orb of Venom coming in handy, SyndereN. Double kill for GH, though. Does he get the Enchantress kill as well? Roshan, will he? No, he's not interested in fighting today.
I think Kuro actually blocked off Roche.
With Kinetic Field. Going to be able to farm a lot faster than pretty much anybody on the map. But other than that, it feels like the mid lane is the big story here, as Miracle is 600 ahead as Armel.
He's actually going to die.
Might be dying again. Shadow Realm is set up. Tornado to follow. Is that enough damage? Indeed.
Perfect spell casting. They waited for everything to land, and then they tornadoed for the finish. That's exactly what they needed to do. Right. Burrow's in trouble.
Yep, Kinetic Field, but Bach is able to right-click from beyond here. There's TP from Mars in the first arena of the game, and they do take out the Disruptor easily, but Mind Control gets the bigger kill on the position 3 Viper than Miracle, unless he gets ganked here again. I mean, NIGMA are being very active in terms of trying to gank these heroes, and looks like they're going to apply their pressure to Pangolier. Does have his ult, but not really able to get it off here. In the meantime, Armel doesn't really have any mana to work with, but the right clicks will suffice as GH is the trade again. That Morbid Mask doing work, and first Roche of the game is at 958. So I think you're right, maybe there will be an Aghanim Scepter Roche at some point. Miracle gets a Tornado EMP combo with that Spear setup, and that is a very, very fast kill onto Boomy. But here's the Mars ult. Tims with that Rolling Thunder. They can get Miracle. He actually goes for the low ground as a result to that, but they'll find the kill regardless.
It didn't matter. So
it didn't matter, as SyndereN is being excited for absolutely no reason.
And it is a very strong duo. They set each other up very well. The Curse Crown sets up nicely for the combo, and so does Tornado MP. Spear.
Ooh, glimpse into the Spear. Sunstrike to follow. Kinetic Field, Static Storm combination is there, but Mind Control trying to walk away as the damage from Leshrac is so much, but the Lesh drops, and the trade is for the Disruptor. So Gabby and Bach trying to team up to take out GH. It looks like they'll be successful at that at the very least. And now that their whole team is here, whoa! An RP onto nothing. I don't think NIGMA saw that.
I don't even know if the Sunstrike connected. If it did almost no damage. His level 1 Exort.
It's something. He just wanted a little assist there. But there's, see the glimpse again, Static Storm. Mars ult to follow. And my God, they can just kill him without even having to commit their bodies at all. And that is the position 1 Magnus, keep in mind. GH dodges the swashbuckle. Tim's able to get the kill regardless, though. Mirk, again, so active here. Invis right now. Just out of range so they can't actually feel the cold weather, as it were, SyndereN.
He's queued up a Midas after his Vessel, so he has a plan for how to get rich later.
Again, the vision from Miracle sets this up to start with. Spirit Vessel applied. Oh, the RP. Gabby finds Miracle. This will be a pretty big kill. Looks like they're going to get it. And Boomy has come to play as well. The Glimpse not really going to have much of an effect, and now the Static Storm has to be used for KYIV to try to get out defensively, but it's not going to be successful. So a 2-for-0 on the losing end of this fight. That's a double kill for Gabby as Mind Control ends up dropping.
As is always the case with Carry Magnus, it's about hitting that big
Mind
combo.
Control. Oh, nice Yule.
Yeah.
Dodging the spear, but there's a Static Storm combo to find him. And yeah, it doesn't really matter. Although the Viper Strike to try to counteract this.
This is a dead
no
bear.
Aegis or anything. Yeah, the bear looks quite dead, so it'll be position 2 for position 1. And I think TNC will definitely take that, but probably for a different type of build here.
Glimpse.
Oh boy. Yeah, Spear, Static Storm, they're using everything to kill this Lesh, who's, you know, not doing super great this game, but at the same time is still a hero you have to respect.
He's like has the highest damage per HP, so to say.
A Smoke of Deceit on TNC. They're down 6K, but they have very good team fight with the, as long as the RP hits, they have good team fight. Heading towards that top area of his jungle.
Oh, this could be a good skewer.
Yeah, we'll see. Mind Control, and he's thinking that they might be in Roche, but he's already used his Blink Dagger, and there's the RP just on 1.
Oh,
They'll take it.
He doesn't have buyback. Their lineup's not particularly good at killing it, though.
It's very bad, in fact. But Tim's gets the Rolling Thunder off. They want to focus on KYIV, and they're going to get him pretty easily. So 2 kills right off the bat for TNC. And I believe that GH is going to be next. That's a triple kill for Armel, who's come back with a vengeance. Might have a buyback. That's going to be on KYIV. LTW has to use that BKB charge.
It's crazy how much better you can be at the game than your brother, right? Like,
here we go again. Yeah, it's the same blood. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, Glimpse back. Can they burst him down? The Static Storm, Kinetic Field combo again. And yes, the Pango is donezo. Tier 1 tower is about to fall as well. ILTW, I believe he popped the cheese there, trying to go ham onto Gabby.
Oh, that's
into the
good.
Cataclysm. It's going to clip Gabby, but it's not enough for the kill. Spirit Vessel applied as well, but now NIGMA on the run. I mean, they are completely outnumbered. We see a Mars ult being used to take out Magnus. They'll be successful in doing so. Buyback now onto Ursa. This is a huge buyback. If TNC can get out, this is a dead even game in terms of net worth. Force Staff not quite going to get Armel into the high ground. Boomy might be the sacrifice. And again, I think TNC will be very happy with that, but maybe the Viper instead. So, oh, Boomy does get taken out, and yeah, they're going to get at least 2 kills here for NIGMA.
Straight to
something,
Roche.
Yeah, and the Roshan is the reason for this buyback.
And NIGMA obviously know that this is a worthwhile trade because the Roshan is up right now based on their map position. They're all hidden in base. Enchantress is kind of peeking out. Oh, that is...
Yeah, Mind Control shows himself. Doesn't look like they want to initiate on him, though. They did that before. Boomy
really
tries
weird.
to get out of the kinetic field, but it's not to be. ILTW just rips him apart. Now you have to have some sort of vision if you're NIGMA. Whoa! You barely need any vision to take out that Enchantress. Goodness gracious.
Scotty on Viper.
Yeah, that is, wow. I mean, it gives a lot of stats and the minus HP regen, I guess, but...
More kiting against Ursa.
Yeah.
I kind of would have liked maybe a Halberd.
Yeah, Halberd would be really good as Gabby gets the RP off. Armel with the BKB split earth combo, and they take him out 2 minutes. No ILTW. Mind Control puts down his Mars ult, but it's really to no avail. And just the AoE damage from Armel is crazy. Nice. Yule's dodging a lot of miracle spells, but there's the Refresher Shard used in conjunction with that Sunstrike combination. Gabby with a triple kill, though, and this is way too much damage for NIGMA to deal with. The Cataclysm wasn't enough.
You don't have the enemy outpost here, for example, right? As NIGMA.
Oh, boy. All right, NIGMA need to find something here. Mind Control gets the arena off, but he doesn't find anybody in the 4-step under the high ground. But looks like GH will be able to have the damage to take out Boomy at the very least, but buys back into the game now. Now no Mars Arena. Tim's doing work with that Rolling Thunder. Actually finds the Ursa in the meantime. He just rolls right into him. This is going to be a huge kill inside that Nether Toxin. Pops his ult. RP onto 1. Cataclysm to follow, though. Not going to do that much damage. LTW is pretty healthy for now. Remember, he does not have buyback whatsoever. Terrorize onto a couple heroes. GH trying to do as much as he can as Mind Control spears somebody into the cliff. And the chase is continuing. Gabby skewers Ursa basically all alone, being bursted down, eats the cheese, which he still had, but it doesn't matter. More than enough damage for TNC, as it looks like they're going to take this series 2-0. And this, again, in the last 3 minutes, this game has gone from unreal.
Yeah, I think the biggest lead NIGMA ever had in this game was 5k, and they just lost 25k in the last 3 minutes. That's just that one moment. That sometimes that's all it takes. And NIGMA obviously had options there. They could have cut their Ursa, right? They could have let him die,